Hey guys, just doing a review of the MAKITA fan jacket. Just bought it today. Well, bought it yesterday. Bought it the day before yesterday. It arrived yesterday at home. Now I'm trying it out. First day. So I'm working in Reading at the moment. Working on their new training, Reading Football Club's new training facility, and so it's 32 degrees today. It's 1 o'clock, and yeah, it's hot. It was hot yesterday. It's been a hot all week, as most people know if you're in the south. So we're not allowed to wear shorts on this site. We've got full PPE, hard hat. You know, supposed to wear gloves, but they're a bit more lenient on that. But no shorts, which is a killer for most people. So I thought, I've heard about this fan jacket, let's give it a try. So I watched a couple of videos. The only videos that I've seen are very short ones of somebody wearing it and saying, oh yeah, it's not bad. And there was another video of some guy doing some work for about 15 minutes, speeded up. I don't think he even speaks, so I thought I'd do a more in-depth review of it so you can see whether you think it's worth buying or not. So £36 I think, £5 delivery from ITS. I'm not promoting ITS, but the next day delivery was good. So £41 to have a fan jacket in my possession within 2 days. So the jacket, you've probably seen the jacket, probably don't need to show you the jacket. It's got a fan built in the back of it with a lead that comes out of the fan, which attaches to this gadget, which you've probably seen. It's similar to the USB adapter. It's got 2 USB ports, so you can charge stuff as well. So really, I think one of these on its own, I think they're about £10. So the fact that you've got a USB charge port and a fan jacket means really you've probably only paid £26 for the jacket, which is pretty good value. So that plugs into the wire that comes out of the fan. When you get the jacket, the wire's tucked in, so you just got to unzip it and pull that wire out. It's long enough, so it's got a belt clip. So you can either clip it on your belt, but that tends to get in the way of the elastic around the bottom of the jacket. So on my trousers I've got a little loop down by my hip, so I've clipped it onto there, which keeps it away from the elastic. You've got your on-off switch. So when I first pressed this, it didn't do anything and I thought my battery was dead. So you've got to press and hold that button. A lot of people don't want to read the instructions, so press and hold that. Then you've got two adjustments, high and low. Simple. So I think before, even around 8 o'clock this morning, it was starting to get hot, so went straight to the van, got the jacket out. First off, I tried it with a t-shirt underneath, and it seemed quite ineffective. So what happens is, as you're building up a little bit of sweat, you've got the cooling effect of the fan working on the sweat on your body. So that's what you want, really. So took the t-shirt off and just wore the jacket. So at first, as if, you know, there's certain areas where it sticks to your body a little bit. So, but you can just move around, adjust it, and get the air flowing everywhere. Obviously, the air flows more up and down your back. It does reach your front a little bit, but it's mainly up your back, armpits, whatever. So really, if you think about it, they're the hottest parts. But what I did was, I was always wondering, what if there was a pair of shorts that had a fan built in? You know, because obviously guys working on site, you know, don't want to be rude, but one of the hottest parts of your body is your lower region. So what I did was I got a little bit of pipe. I started off with a bigger pipe. This is what, 40mm, 42mm or something, 43mm. I started off with bigger, like 50 mil, 60 maybe, and I put it down the back of my trousers between the jacket and my belt line, and let me tell you something. It's amazing. It's amazing. You've got a fan cooling your nether region and your back, and yeah, it depended on how much room you've got around your belt line. It might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but in this heat, even though I'm working indoors, there's times when you're stood still and you've got that airflow, and it's a worthy investment. £35 to be cool when there's no other way of getting cool in this weather. And I'll tell you something, there is a lot of fan jacket envy on site today. Nobody else here has got one. I've probably had 10 people come up and ask me about it. Is it any good? So my answer is yes. I'd definitely recommend it. You know, in England, we might only get this weather for two or 3 weeks. So it might be in the back of your van or at home for the rest of the year, but just to have that available for when it gets like this, I think you can't put a price on that, because building companies, they don't plan for comfort of builders. So luckily there's a company like MAKITA, which maybe they're answering the questions of tradesmen. Would you make one of these? And they're like, yeah. So I'm lucky that all my tools, 90% of my tools are MAKITA anyway. I've got plenty of batteries. I've got a spare battery to run that jacket all day and then some. So I just feel sorry for other people that don't have MAKITA tools. MAKITA is just amazing, you know, the diversification they've done on who they cater for, how many different trades they cater for. It's brilliant. So I'd give it 5 stars. I've taken it off for lunch. It's, you know, because the fan is at the back, like you can drive with it on. It's a free working type thing. My dad told me there was a digger driver at work and he was going to recommend it to him. But if you're sat in a driver's seat of anything, it's not feasible really, because the fan is right at the bottom of your lower back. One thing I did have to do, first thing, I've got quite a small, my high-vis jacket is quite small anyway, but it still came over the fan. I don't know if you can see that. So what I had to do was go and get a bit of tape, and I just taped it up. So it's still a high-vis jacket, but it's just freeing up the fan. So yeah, no cause to complain for any of the site managers. So yeah, overall 5-star rating for the fan jacket, because some of the guys asked me earlier, have you broken a sweat today? And I said no. and they were stood there with sweat pouring down their face. So yeah, 5 stars. Thanks MAKITA for making such a what's the word, empathetic tool or jacket. It's great. I'm probably going to buy myself the heated one for the winter now, just based on the comfort factor and knowing what it can do. So yeah, 5 stars. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers.